match number 4 of the Tiger Tanks Men's Under-20 Invitational Football Tournament. I'm Vidya Ramphal here for match number 2 of the day. Earlier today, we saw the Defence Force run out winners 2-1 in their match over AC Port of Spain. Now it's the other one of the security forces in action here today. It is police in the grey tops. They will be taking on Piti Valley Diego Martin United FC in the green. It's going to be a promising encounter here. Police, one of the top sides in the country. They play in the Premier, the top division of Trinidad and Tobago football. That's the Premiership, the Trinidad and Tobago Pro League. And of course the Piti Valley team, they play in the Super League, the second tier of TNT. These are the under-20 sides, and they're just about getting ready to start us off here in this match. In that earlier match, it was Defence Force. They certainly did dominate that one, and they got 2 very good goals from Larry Noel. Noel could have had 5 goals in that game. Aiden Lynch replying late for AC Port of Spain, but Defence Force worthy winners of that one. Tiger Tanks Under-20 Men's Invitational Tournament here started last week in Tobago and now in Trinidad. This is the second of a doubleheader here at the Hazy Crawford Stadium. Also doubleheaders at the Attleborden Stadium, and there is a single match on at Larry Gomes Stadium. So the biggest stadiums in Trinidad and Tobago being used for this particular tournament. And a lot of community-based teams, some of the biggest teams in TNT involved in this one. There are the 2 captains of Piti Valley and Police FC. Nathaniel De Silva on to your right of your picture, and I believe that's Isaac Zamore. The 2 captains are just getting us on the way here. Referee just having a quick explanation of how things will go here during this, and show that these young men have played in a lot of competitions, so they know exactly how things will progress here. And the 4th official also out there, so it looks like we're just about ready to get underway in this match. So a quick briefing with the referee leading the team of officials out there. And we're just about ready to start here at the Hazy Crawford Stadium. Tiger Tanks Invitational Tournament started in Tobago last week, and it was a successful start. St. Clair's coaching school, they got us off to what a bright start. 5-0 winners in their match last week over Stokely Vale. There was a very exciting draw in the second game, and that featured Bethel United drawing the game after a goal in the 96th minute in that one. So certainly starting off with 2 contrasting but very good games there. We're hoping that this one can provide some excitement. Defence Force, of course, have gone to the top of the table with that 2-1 win with a positive 1 goal difference. And if either of these teams can win this match by a goal difference of more than 1, they will go to the top of the table and take the early lead in the competition. Diego Martin, their technical director, is Ronald Daniel. And as for Police FC, Richard Hood is their head coach. Just about ready for the start of the match here. All in the hands of the referee right now. So there we go. Start of today's match. And immediately just a real struggle to get the ball under control here. Diego Martin, Piti Valley. They are in the green outfits here today. they're attacking the goal to our left. Police, normally see police in the sky blue, but in the grey outfits here today. And just reflecting on that first match, a spate of injuries with that Defence Force game, but both teams managing to get through with their full complement of players. Early attack here by Pity Valley. They're certainly not showing the lawmen too much respect here, and they win a corner early. Their captain Nathaniel De Silva is going to take it. Remember, these are under 20s, a 19-year-old, and so certainly look very sturdier than the 19-year-olds at my age. Here's De Silva with the free kick towards the near post. The keeper didn't get there, and the follow-up shot is a very poor one from Jardel Johnson. Hit that somewhere in the region of Laventille in the distance. Police now. Well, that's a nice move. Gets past the defender, leaves him for dead. Here's the cross, and that is just tipped back to the goalkeeper. That is a timely intervention by the defender. Had he not gotten that touch in there, it may have gone straight to the striker. Could have been Diego Martin, Pity Valley Diego Martin, looking down the barrel of an early concession here. Here is Police on the attack. Caliste. All the way back to Pascal. This is Damas. Collymore looking for the cross. And cut out here. Now Diego Martin. More frenetic approach to the ball as they get it. Police more polished in the early stages of this game. A lot of these youngsters will in fact campaign with their senior teams and do have the opportunity to do so. Police are a well-established team here in Trinidad, founded back in 1975. Their biggest honor, fourth in the TNT Pro League. They also played in the final CONCACAF Champions League back in 1991, losing out to Puebla of Mexico in a 4-2 reversal for them. It's after losing the opening leg 3-1. Hamilton to Diego Martin, and now to Weeks. Slips past 1 Weeks. Space on the right side. Here's the cross. It was headed towards Mitchell, who was coming in at the far post, but now cleared away from him. And it's a foul here, which has gone the way of Pity Valley Diego Martin. Dangerous position here. Just about enough space to get the ball up and over the wall. And it will be at the feet of Joshua Mason here. But number 9 looks on. Just 4 in the wall so far as the referee gets things organized here. They're sensing there could be an opportunity because they've committed quite a few bodies forward. First, a major chance in the game here for Pity Valley. It is Mason with the free kick. Not a bad effort. It was dipping, but not enough. Certainly knows his way around the free kick. And there's Mason just striking it under the median of the ball and getting the dip that's required, but certainly didn't trouble the goalkeeper on that occasion. They're looking a lot stronger now, Pity Valley, as they get underway here. Here's Henry. Run to touch here. Henry, his first name is Thierry, obviously named after the French World Cup winner and the Arsenal great Thierry Henry. He's English, so he's going to be Henry for this match. And judged the line of the ball very well. Struck him on the back and went out. Actually, he was in a promising position there. Hamilton battling for the ball here, and Police will be very wary of this Pity Valley Diego Martin United FC attack. They campaign in different divisions in Trinidad and Tobago football. Certainly they will know that this team will be well coached, they'll be well trained. In fact, back in 2019, Diego Martin Piti Valley won the very first Northern Football Under-20 competition. And they're on the, look at the speed here. The goalkeeper does well just to get ahead of him. Now has to put it into touch here, but that was a frightening burst of speed. Got there ahead of the goalkeeper, who did well, really, with that slide tackle. That could have been him conceding a penalty in a situation that he really should have let the ball run out of play. Long jump hits just at the bottom of your picture, well used as athletes get prepared for the Carifta Games coming up. Here's the cross. Stafford with the cross there, but cut out, and Stafford again. Defense stands firm for the moment. Still, police have not reached the Piti Valley defense. That was a rather theatrical looking dive there by Hamilton. And just behind him, the defense force player went down also. So the team officials just having a look here. Look at the dive. There's Hamilton, the number 3, going up for it. And then as he clears it, yes, his foot just goes into the face of Jardel Johnson. I think that's where Hamilton realized that the injury had happened. And right after that, look at the, well, he just, a rather transparent piece of thespianism there by Hamilton. Academy Awards was last week, actually. So 2 players down at the moment. Hamilton, the captain of Piti Valley, and Jardel Johnson of police. Well, he has the more serious injury. Took a boot to the face there. So they might have to do the concussion check here at the moment. Referee just having a talk over with the 4th official and with his assistant. Yeah, that was the boot to the face there. And Jardel Johnson went down very quickly indeed. Hope that he is all right. And I think Hamilton is a bit lucky to still be there without a yellow card, because that certainly was very, very high foot. Look how high the foot was there as he came into contact. Now, it's not a penalty. It's outside of the area. But the referee has not given a foul for that. I'm not sure if he saw the incident. That certainly should have at least been a yellow card. So the assistant referee on this side didn't spot it. The referee, who was positioned behind the play, didn't spot it. But they did have a little talk about it. Perhaps they have spotted it and ruled that it was inadvertent. All the same, I think that Jardel John would not agree here. Into the 10th minute of the game. Police FC against Piti Valley Diego Martin United FC. Tiger Tanks Men's Under-20 Invitational Tournament. Second match here at the Hazley Crawford Stadium. The tournament is spread over 12 weeks, 67 matches in all. And it is a groundbreaking Under-20 tournament. There have been Under-20 tournaments in Trinidad and Tobago. The Pro League had one, but a lack of sponsorship ended that one. Tiger Tanks, a very, very strong brand based in the oil and gas industry. Started off their sponsorship in cricket and have now spread their wings into football and soon to track and field. Exciting development for Trinidad and Tobago sport. There's police now looking for a way in. Moore is tackled out of it. And that was a rather dangerous looking challenge there by Nikolai Clarence. All the same, the referee has called it against Piti Valley Diego Martin. So free kick here for police. And this is just about that range where you can, if you can strike it properly, you can get that ball up over the wall and get it to dip under the bar. Justin Modest, one of the interested parties there. And just behind him, Tristan Stafford, the number 6. In fact, Stafford stepping away. Might be Modest to strike this one. Just to his left. Jovan Gomez. And Stafford is not to be denied. He's back in the picture here. And interestingly, police using some interesting tactics here. They have set up 2 walls in front of the Piti Valley wall itself. It's very unusual. You tend to see, you haven't seen this for a while, but here it is. 2 walls the police have set up. 12 minutes here. This is gonna be pivotal here for police in the game. Here is the free kick. Well, that's interesting, but it comes to nothing. Just a bit too elaborate on the edge of the box there. Something that was obviously worked on the training ground, but not executed properly here by the police team. Richard Hood is vastly experienced in terms of his coaching at the youth levels and women's football, but didn't quite work out for his team there. So just telling you about the Tiger Tanks tournament. 12 weeks of action, 67 matches, 15 teams, 10 in Trinidad, 5 in Tobago. What's going to work out is that the round robin play, 1 round of play here in Trinidad, 9 games for each team, and the winner will play the winner in Tobago of the smaller number of teams in Tobago. It's going to be 2 rounds of play there, and the winner of Trinidad will come up against the winner of Tobago. And we have been to Tobago to watch some of the matches, and I can tell you it's a lot of action. The Trinidad teams will not have it easy against their counterparts in Tobago. And, already the St. Clair's coaching school looking like one of the best coached teams in the competition. Of course, we haven't seen the state of the likes of W Connection and San Juan Jablete, who are also playing today. Police now trying to play their way out of trouble. Boy, does he have some speed. This could be dangerous here for Piti Valley. As that is cleared at the last moment. That's Matthias Hinkson. Boy, does he have a turn of pace. And on that, there it is. Look at this. Really speeds on, but you're also impressed by the speed of the central defender for Piti Valley. That's Zamor Delaney. Yes, 2 speed merchants there at the back. It's going to be a fine contest between those two. And I'm sure that they must have had some time on the red track right next to the playing field here at the Hazley Crawford Stadium. Both of them showing a clean pair of heels. 14 minutes of the game here now. And police starting to come into their own. Early pressure by Piti Valley, but now the men from the defense, from the protective services, showing their wares. Hit low, that's a poor corner. Didn't clear the first defender. Yeah, he apologizes to his teammates. Justin Modest, the free kick specialist of the team, had that aborted free kick just a few minutes ago. Here is Kalist, Jelani Kalist. Back to him. He's tried to do too much, Kalist, and it's cleared, but back with police here. Pascal. And Damas. Good ball by Damas. And cleared away from Tinto. Oh, that's a lovely ball, but just overhead. Let's see what he was trying to do there. The defender, the winger, in fact, was just looking on, hoping that that one would have curved towards him. Hit with the inside of the foot rather than the outside. Here's Hamilton. And Mitchell starting an attack here for Piti Valley. Diego Martin. Real hotbed for football. Carlos Edwards, one of the most famous footballers to come out of Diego Martin, now the assistant coach of the national women's team. And they will be involved in a race of World Cup qualifiers coming up. -minute mark here, and Piti Valley trying to find their way back into the game here. They've been overwhelmed in the midfield and under pressure here from the quality of this Police FC team. Nunez taking away from trouble, but then giving it away to Police. Gomez in the center of the park there for Police. It's like a real live wire. After today's game, Police will come up against AC Port of Spain, who lost in the first match. They'll play on the 23rd of April. There's a break for Easter. 30th of April, they will then tangle with Defence Force. One's going to drift aimlessly out of play. And then it's going to be the derby, the Protective Services derby, Police versus Defence Force on the 7th of May at the Hasely Crawford Stadium. So that's going to be one that's always eagerly anticipated, no matter what level it is. Police versus Army is always one that will be keenly contested. Talking about Diego Martin, section of the country that has produced so many fine footballers. And, it's a very vibrant sporting atmosphere in Diego Martin. And certainly the addition of the Diego Martin Sporting Complex is going to help aid sport in that region. A complex which is primarily built for football, based on the way the stands are created, with most spectators at the half lines. Also hosted the Under-19 Cricket World Cup earlier this year. West Indies actually played a couple of matches there in the play tournament, signing off with a great win over Zimbabwe. But it is a community that is split along the lines of cricket and football. That's a wretchedly poor kick. There's a little debate during the Under-19 World Cup to whom sections of the stands should be named after. Carlos Edwards, which should certainly be one of them. Also, Patrick Rampersar, the great cricket administrator, no longer with us. His name also came up in mentioning where different aspects of the stand should be named. 19th minute of the game here, and Police FC haven't been able to register a shot on goal. Neither have their counterparts from Pity Valley Diego Martin. It's been a attritional battle in the midfield. Neither team able to get something on goal. And that was the man who went down earlier. Jardel John took the boot to the face. Seems to have shaken that off well. Just next to him is the man whose boot wears, hopefully not, some of his skin there. Hamilton, the captain of Pity Valley. Here's Caliste. His chipped ball towards John. Doesn't get the cross in. Has he won a corner? Yes, he has. All of the equipment just set up here already for upcoming training in track and field. Of course, with Carifta on the horizon, Trinidad and Tobago teams have been training regularly. Overturned goalposts. That was from the Trinidad and Tobago Guyana game in the Courts Classic just a few weeks ago. TNT and Guyana drawing 1-1. TNT getting a last-minute goal to pull that off. Hamilton starts things at the back here. They're trying to play through the lines here, Pity Valley. Finally, they go for the agricultural bunt upfield. Here is Sichan. Gets inside. Oh, Sichan is true on goal here. Could he open the scoring for Pity Valley? That's a wonderful save. The keeper came out well. He just over-pushed the ball at the last moment and taken away from him, and that was the best moment of the game for Pity Valley, and still not a shot registered on goal. The keeper came down well to make the save. That should certainly bring a lot of confidence to this Pity Valley team. And look at the run here, and the keeper now, He comes out. Look at how he bides his time. Just waits for his moment. And as Sichan just pushed it too far in front of him, he was down in a flash to make the save. To be truthful, Sichan made it actually very easy for the goalkeeper, because the goalkeeper actually dilly-dallied before getting down to make the save. I think Sichan should have shot that early. Police in action here. This is a good ball. Can he get the cross in? He does. And straight to the keeper, who makes an easy save. Just about the halfway point of this first half between Pity Valley, Diego Martin and Police. 0-0. Best chance coming to Pity Valley just about 2 minutes ago. Sichan breaking through and unable to make use of the chance. That's a poor cross. Really should have done better. 3 players inside the box waiting for a possible header. Police are carving out another opening here, but the final ball has left their strikers exasperated once again. John looking to get through the captain of Pity Valley, Hamilton. Those two have been at it all the way through the game, and once again one of them ends up on the floor. This time it's Hamilton. And yeah, there's the incident. John and Hamilton draped all over each other. And finally the referee's assistant intervenes. This tournament has been an exciting one. Based on the ferocity of the play we've seen in Tobago, teams are really up for this. Here's Police on the attack here. This could be an opportunity for John. He's in on goal. And that's headed wide. That should have been the opening goal. Modest gets the header, the free header on the far side, and he heads it into the wrong net. Here's the chance once again. Modest, very much the architect of it. Look at the ball here, and he finds John in acres of space. John unselfishly gets the pass across. The return pass to Modest, who does not hit the frame at all. That should have been the opening goal for Police. What a miss there by Modest. Set it up and could not finish off what he set up there with that goal. So the Pity Valley team, certainly a coroner's inquest going on at the moment between goalkeeper and his defense here. How did that happen? And really things broke down badly there because John was in all sorts of space there. And I think if anyone, when the finger of blame starts to jab around, it might actually point finally at the captain Hamilton, who was caught upfield and far away from the man he should be marking off. That's John. So we're seeing surgents in Police attacks here now, and I think we couldn't be too far away from the opening goal. Police looking very, very dangerous indeed. And outside of that chance to Sichan, they have dominated here. Here is Kalist with the cross, and I think he'd want to have that one back. Well, he may have taken the extra touch before going for the cross. Easy Crawford Stadium. So some patchy areas on the field, just in front of where the ball boy's running now. Very, very sandy in that area. And as you can also see on the far side, a lot of work has been done during the dry season to get the pitch back in pristine condition for the Courts Classic a few weeks ago. Still some work to be done here. But I'm sure that these youngsters will not mind at all. They would very much appreciate the chance to be back on the field 2 years lost to COVID-19. And we're expecting to see perhaps slower paced games in the early stages here. And also, we're hoping not to see injuries, but that has been a reality of teams coming back into play after COVID-19. John, that is a snapshot, that real fresh air shot there. Just couldn't get his foot anywhere close to that ball, but he could have taken the extra touch. But still, Police looking a lot better now. Should be a free kick for Police, and is. 19 minutes to go in the first half. No goals yet in this encounter, outside of winning the Tiger Tanks title and conquering the team from Tobago. There's also the added bonus of landing a spot in the Trinidad and Tobago under-20 team for the upcoming CONCACAF Championships. Some of these players may be involved in that. Police have contributed quite a few national players over the years, and they certainly would want to see one or two of their players, as would Pity Valley Diego Martin FC. They'd love to have one or two of their players on the national team. It's a real feather in the cap of teams to do so. And after 27 minutes, I think for a moment, yes, it's the water break right now. So it's just be a brief break for water here. We'll be back in a moment with continued commentary on Pity Valley Diego Martin FC against Police, 0-0. So players resumed after the water break, one of the great innovations by FIFA, and this one is almost headed in there. The header came to Henry, that's Jabari Henry, but just a flick of the head came off his shoulder, and that throw-in has gone against Pity Valley. Look at the reaction of the player at the top of the picture. It clearly came off the Police player. So the official on the far side not seeing it that way. Police start us off here. Tinto, long ball forward. They've used the long ball quite liberally here, Police FC. Short-circuiting the midfield at times. That one played towards Joshua Mason, who hasn't had much service up on that left-hand side. In fact, even Sichan, Elijah Sichan, just has had one chance to run with the ball, and he has such great speed that he burst through the middle of the Police lineup, but couldn't complete the task. Cut out by Police. Oh, there's another great run. An opportunity here for Pity Valley Diego Martin, and the air just going out of the attack there as Manswell. The layoff pass, knocked back into the center, not loose. Oh, he's just taken away from him at the last moment. And was that a foul by Joshua Norrie? Yeah, I think it was the official spotting that Norrie was doing something out of the ordinary. So player's been pulled back here in minute 30 for a free kick. Kanye Lazarus in goal for Police FC. Has had very little to do here, side of back passes like that. Kalist. Good ball forward to John, and back to John. But, overhit his return pass. Just in front of the bench, and that's the last thing you want to do. Misplay a pass right in front of your coach. The best thing is to leave the scene of the crime as quickly as you can. Lovely turn by Hamilton. Retained possession here. Here's Weeks. Back to Hamilton. Certainly has some trickery in that left boot of his. Wins a free kick. What's it a throw in here for him? It is a free kick. It will be taken by Trent Weeks. Outside of the free kicks that they've had in and around the area, they really haven't tested the goalkeeper at all. So they will certainly want to change that. Just the one save for Kanye Lazarus. Diego Martin now, minute 31. Oh, they've given it away here to police. This could be dangerous. And Mason turned into trouble. And eventually, Pity Valley, Diego Martin just getting across to it. This team, as the name would tell you, an amalgam of two of the big sporting areas in the Diego Martin Valley. Here's the cross. Well, he overhit the cross. There was a man coming in on the far side. That is Modest, who missed the open goal earlier. And he is tackled out of it. Now, Pity Valley send it downfield, looking for the run here of John. But, Manswell not in the best position here. Now police. John battled for that and won the free kick. Now he sets off the attack here. Can he get the cross in? That is great defending by Delaney. Zamor Delaney just pushed off the police attacker as if he were a rag doll. Action continues here at the Hazley Crawford Stadium. And earlier we did see good win for Defence Force. They certainly carved out a lot of opportunities early. Only took one in the first half. So the quality of the finishing has not been great, but a lot of these players have not had much football over the last 2 years. So you would feel that the quality of their finishing and other aspects of their play will improve as the tournament wears on. 9 games for each of the teams in Trinidad in the single round robin competition. Free kick for Pity Valley. See where they can find their first goal. Hamilton certainly will try to do so. It's looking for some openings on the far side. Minute 33 here. Here's Hamilton with the free kick. And that's a rather aimless. I don't think he had a real plan there how to deal with that free kick. Didn't strike it very well. And finally a shot on goal here. And the shot by Jabari Henry was wide of the mark. In this post-COVID environment, we would expect a few early substitutions. I think that police are already warming up one of them. And there certainly will be injuries out there. Two players down at the moment. One of them is Hamilton. He's back on his feet. And Mason for Pity Valley Diego Martin. A lot of small club teams in the Diego Martin area, in football especially. But several of them just coming together to form this particular entity. Pity Valley Diego Martin, established back in 1989. They play their home games at St. Anthony's College Ground, and they have campaigned in the National Super League Division 2 and then went up to Division 1 as champions. And as I mentioned, they won the Northern Football Association Under-20 title in 2019. Ronald Daniels' team ran out winners 4-0 in that one. So they force a corner finally here. 35th minute. See what they can do. Short run up here for him. Knocks that towards the near post. Not a bad free kick. There was a player from police homing in on that near post. But it was cleared away by police. Need to have at least one of the opposition players on the near post. Not seeing any at the moment here. They're all on the back post, platooning there, looking for a header on goal. Kanye Lazarus looks on, in goal for police. This one's towards the back post, and Lazarus flaps at it and just gets it away. Here's a shot on goal. That's well saved. Trent Weeks struck that fiercely from 25 yards out. but straight at the keeper. On this rough, rather bouncy surface here, he did well to get his body behind that. 2 balls on the field, so the referee will have to stop play here. John was interested in restarting play quickly, but the space advantage has now been lost. Here is Kalist, the right back for Police FC. It's a lovely first touch. Not a great second touch though, but that is fine trickery there by Moore. Moore gets the cross in towards the back post. And the man at the back is absolutely hammered by the defender. And he's down for the count here. And once again, that looks like Jaden Moore looks to have received a heavy blow to the body here. So there's some moments here for treatment. There should be a lot of time added on for stoppages. And as you can see at the bottom of your picture, Trent Weeks, the man who hit that last shot at goal there, just doing some stretches. This is something that was seen in the Premier League after the break for COVID-19. Players losing conditioning very quickly. Now, you can run around the park as much as you like, but because that loss of actual play on the field, it really does affect the players. There's an increase in injuries in the immediate return of football after post-COVID, after the COVID-19 pandemic. And once again here we're seeing a lot of injuries. We saw them in Tobago, of course, last week when the St. Clair's coaching school knocked aside Stokely Vale 5-0. Bethel and FC Tobago Phoenix 1-1. And just as we watch the injury being treated, a word on Tobago. Several of the players in Tobago are involved in the under-20 training squad under the tutelage of Angus Eve, of course, and they've been taking back messages of the need for increased professionalism in Tobago under-20 football. And their sessions in Trinidad with Angus Eve and his team certainly is bearing fruit already. And that message has been felt loud and clear. On the 20 footballers in Tobago, they've been playing the games with fine spirit from what we've seen. All of them campaigning for a spot in that under-20 team to go to Honduras. They will be playing at Tegucigalpa and San Pedro Sula. Just to remind you that under-20 tournament comes up at the end of June into July. Trinidad and Tobago will be grouped with Mexico, Haiti, and Suriname. And TNT, if they might remember, they do have something for Suriname. Suriname beat TNT 2-0 to knock them out of the competition in 2020. That's December 2020. So I think TNT will be going gung-ho to make sure at least they get past Suriname in that one. Under 20 tournament runs from the 18th of June to the 3rd of July. The final should be played in San Pedro Sula, at Standing Stadium there. Here go Pity Valley Diego Martin again. It's a giveaway to John. John will look for the return ball. Now he's sprung the trap here, John. A chance here for John. He goes down. Is that a penalty? Referee is going to walk over to John. He's pulling out the card and he's going to book him for simulation here. That is a controversial decision. Looked like there was some contact with the body of John here, but he is in the best position, the referee, and has booked John for simulation. He was looking for the penalty and came under heavy attack there by Jabari Henry, who is going to take the free kick now, but Jardel John has been in the wars. That's the exact spot he got the kick to the face and now gets a penalty. And that he should have had perhaps a free kick for that one. Now is booked for simulation. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Has lacked the drama of the first game with Defence Force scoring early in that one and attacking furiously after that. But it's had its moments here, this game between Pity Valley Diego Martin and Police FC. Police certainly have been the better of the teams, but the best chance has come to Pity Valley. Modest is called up, and it's a decision here. It is offside. So the Pity Valley team looking to get going here. Here is Trent. Weeks for United. Give away in the midfield. Weeks just standing there watching as his teammate Nunez cleans up his mess. Headed away for the moment, and Police will try to fashion another attack here. Is there a late sting in the tail here for Police? John does well to keep that in play, and then suddenly it runs out just a few meters away from him. Hamilton. Still, Sichan can't get any service out there. In fact, I reckon he's only touched the ball a couple of times in this game. And he just had that one chance which he burst through the middle of the Police defense and shot straight at the keeper, Kanye Lazarus. Not a great position here for this free kick. Lazarus still setting up a two-man wall. Police have committed 5 players forward on the far side, including their heavy artillery up there. That's Jabari Henry. It's on the far side, the tallest of the players on the field. Here is Hamilton with the free kick. Henry's there. And the header is not a great one, just maybe just overhit there, the free kick. I'll be back with Police. Gomez, in fact. There's Gomez. Trying to run himself out of trouble. He's tackled out of it, but unfairly so, says the official. Joshua Norrie getting out the slide tackle there. So Police have that date with Defence Force coming up shortly. As for Pity Valley, they'll be playing against Central FC after the tournament resumes after Easter. They'll also take on Caledonia AIA at the Larry Gomes Stadium a week after that, and then San Juan Jablote. So it doesn't get easier at all for the team that where the senior team campaigns in the Super League. A host of Premier League, rather top league teams, TNT Pro League. Here is John. Boy, again, he's just hustled out of it by Nunez. Jariel Nunez just pushes him away, and he's rather lightweight. John, very quick on his feet, but he has to come up against these bigger and tougher defenders from Pity Valley. They're just pushing him off the ball rather easily. I'm sure that's something he will want to work on in the future. Hamilton tries to get past 2, wins the throw in. Just a minute and a half to go in the first half. Has been an absorbing first half here. Pity Valley had perhaps the best chance, but Police have carved out some openings here. In fact, the best one going to Modest, not able to score. Another opportunity here. He's put it in the back of the net, but the flag has already gone up for offside. Yeah, it was a nice finish, but according to the official on this side, he had strayed into an offside position. Here's what's happened. Look at the opportunity here, and the ball played across by Pascal. And here's the chance. That's a lovely pass by Tinto, and a one-touch finish into the back of the net. And he was, I think he knew he was offside. They're reacting to the decision by the referee's assistant on the near side. So that could have been the opening goal, but just inches in that offside decision. Let off here for Pity Valley Diego Martin as they try to find one that is goal-bound themselves. That's a nice turn by Sichan. Sichan again gets the cross in. And the Police FC defense standing firm for the moment. But he's lining up a shot here, and that was from some distance. Struck it very well, Zamor Delaney. But a goal kick, and this one, he picked it up in the center circle, as you see here. Saw his opportunity, and look where he strikes this from. Not a bad effort. Yeah, he certainly has a powerful shot, but too far overhead, the crossbar. Not much. There will be some time added on for injuries here in this after this first half, which was littered with injuries and stoppages. All sorts of reasons. Police FC now trying to play out of the back. Certainly have looked the more composed of the two teams on the ball. Sprung the offside trap here. That's a good bit of running here. He gets it. He kept it in play. It has been kept in play and blasted over bar. What an opportunity once again, and police have wasted another, and it is Philip Tinto had the opportunity on the left foot and couldn't find the mark. Didn't even test the goalkeeper, but great play in the way he wriggled free of the defender. Henry. Hamilton is tackled out of it and he is fouled. His opposite number there, John, in the process. Remember, John is on a yellow card for simulation. He and John have tangled all the way throughout today, and they will be doing some more, I'm sure, in the second half. Here is Kalist with the free kick as we are into the second minute of time added on for stoppages here. Here's the free kick. Another chance for police, perhaps. And the keeper claiming that well. Rose very high there, Jamil Blackman, and pulled it out of the sky. And that is the end of the first half. Goalless at the end of it. Pity Valley, Diego Martin 0. Police FC 0. Join us in a few minutes' time for commentary on the second half.
What? 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1.
Just seeing the start of the second half. Police versus Pity Valley Diego Martin FC. 0-0 at the end of the first half, but Police certainly had the lion's share of possession and quite a lot of chances which they weren't able to accept. Pity Valley had perhaps the best chance. Elijah Sichan running through the center of the Police defense, and just as he was about to pull the trigger, fine save by Kanye Lazarus in goal for Police. So the deadlock preserved here, mainly through the goalkeeping of Kanye Lazarus and Jamal Blackman in goal for Pity Valley Diego Martin FC. So early in the second half here, and you sense that in this game the first goal is going to be critical in terms of not only just getting ahead but denting significantly the confidence of the opposition. These are under 20s, and it's always a big task for coaches to keep their charges interested and confident after they go ahead, especially late in a game. Because the matches here in Trinidad starting today in this Tiger Tanks under 20. That's a good ball, and Sichan again has found some space and puts it wide this time. But that was a fine ball to pick out Sichan. Controlled it well initially, but couldn't apply the finish. So a warning here once again for the Police, as Sichan showing off how dangerous he is. Tiger Tanks under 20 invitational football, 10 teams in Trinidad, 5 in Tobago. Action in Tobago today. And there's a top of the table clash going on. St. Clair's Coaching School, one of the outstanding teams. They're playing against a very good side in FC Tobago Phoenix. It's one of the matches going on there. And also Stokely Vale, they are on a bye today. West Side. Actually, Tobago will also have one of the teams coming into action today from the village of Argyle, and they will also try their luck to see how they can progress in this tournament. So 2 matches in Tobago, 5 in Trinidad. Youth Stars, the name of the team from Argyle. This one's hit and overhit also. Not sure what he was trying to do, if that was a shot on goal, if he was attempting to find a cross to the far side. In the end, it became neither. So those games in Tobago. Youth Stars take on Bethel at Montgomery. Bethel drawing 1-1 in their first game and having another game at their home ground in Montgomery. Site of the doubleheader, of course. Matches are played at Montgomery in the first 2 rounds because of the use of the Dwight York Stadium for the World Cup qualifier. That's a yellow card, and it has been shown in the direction here of Joshua Mason. And the tackle, not Mason in fact, but I think that's Hinkson, Matthias Hinkson. He's gotten the yellow card here for that tackle. Pity Valley Diego Martin will have the free kick here. And they've started off brightly in this second half. Minute 50. And they started with a free kick. They've committed some bodies forward. One of them in their picture is Keon Manswell, the shifty little number 10. There's also Jabari Henry. There he is at the bottom of your picture. One of the taller men on the team. Joshua Norrie is also there. And here is the free kick. Into the back post. And it was towards Henry. And he couldn't get the header in. Tried to hit it with his right foot while hanging in the air. But could not get the shot off. Error here by the goalkeeper Lazarus. Oh, that's a poor pass. He's just given his teammate Henry a hospital ball, Thierry Henry. Lovely run. Can he get past and go to the byline? He does. That's Hamilton looking very dangerous indeed. Left-sided defender Hamilton. And that's another cross from him, but this one is not as well hit. Quite an exciting player, Hamilton for Pity Valley. Shades of Robertson of Liverpool there in the way he plays. Maybe not the same attacking flair down the left-hand side, but full of trickery. Despite all of their chances, Police, they haven't been able to go ahead in this game. And Pity Valley have been well worth this 0-0 draw. Trent Weeks tackled, and unfairly so, says the official. Largely, the tournament has been played in fine spirit. I think the under-20s have been so overwhelmed with the opportunity to get back on the field and play. And they also have had the opportunity to address the Trinidad and Tobago selectors for a place in that CONCACAF under-20 team. Angus Eve admitted that before the starts of the Tiger Tank tournament that his charges were underprepared, but made a very interesting statement in that press conference saying that despite the fact that our players are underprepared, they should be allowed to dream. Very significant statement there from Angus Eve, and certainly it was well received by the under-20 players all around the country. And that was before the Tiger Tanks tournament. Now, I think that statement about being underprepared, he will possibly revise that one. Because now, 9 matches at least here for these teams in competitive play in Trinidad, 8 in Tobago. That should certainly put some conditioning at least in the legs of Angus Eve's under-20 players ahead of the tournament. Minute 54. We're in now. Police still looking for the opening. Pity Valley have had one chance in the second half and almost had another there as a player coming in dangerously. Henry again. And his first name is Thierry, as we pointed out in the first half. A lot of expectation, I'm sure. His father must have been an Arsenal fan, or maybe his mom, who knows. Why not? Thierry Henry, one of the great strikers ever to grace the Premier League. World Cup winner with France back in 1998. Certainly one of the outstanding players. Went on to play for Barcelona after that. One of the true greats of modern football. And tribute to that, a young man on the field here, number 14 for Pity Valley Diego Martin, named in his honor. Thierry Henry, he is. So, free kick for Police here. They haven't had too many dead ball situations to exploit around the area, but here's one finally. Minute 55 now. Minute 55. Here's Police on the attack here. Here's the free kick. Oh, the player was clear, but he just couldn't control it. He should have done a bit better there. Weeks taken away from him. Police on the attack here. The snapshot by Moore is charged down. Now, opportunities here for Pity Valley Diego Martin. That is not a great pass. And certainly there was a player down the line, and there was also a player breaking down the left side if he could have gotten the ball towards him. And the referee is now coming over to deal with the injury to Trent Weeks. Weeks has had a solid game in the center of the park here for Pity Valley Diego Martin. And if he's taken out of the game here, might be a touch of cramp here. It also could be an ankle injury. No signs of too many changes so far with the teams. So both coaches going with their complement, but it looks like there will be a change now as defense force. It appears to be Isaiah Edwards who's going to be brought into the fray. Pity Valley will also make a change. And they will bring in Zion Williams. So it is Zion Williams who will be the first substitute to come on here for the team from the northwest of Trinidad. Well, both teams actually from the northwest. Police based in St. James. Pity Valley Diego Martin. They are based at Moncoco Road in Pity Valley. And there is the leaping figure of Isaiah Edwards, who's come on now for Police. Isaiah Edwards on for Police. Just confirmation, there he is in that number 13 shirt. Manswell tackled out of it, and Pity Valley take it the other way. Here is Police now on the attack here. That's a good-looking ball forward to Hinkson, and it's cleared into touch just as he was about to latch onto it and perhaps make a run in on goal there. Knocked away from him. Police here looking for a cross. This is Diet. And here is the cross by Gomez. Gomez looking this way and that. Now the cross comes in, headed towards the far post. Chance here for Police, and it is stabbed home. And there is the opening goal. It is minute 57, and Isaiah Edwards scores. And here's how it happened. Jovan Gomez with the cross, headed into the mixer by Moore, and look at the touch there. That is a wonderful goal from Isaiah Edwards, and he stabs it past the defender and has put his name into the books here. He's the first Police player to score in this Tiger Tanks Under-20 Men's Invitational Football Tournament, and he's put Police FC ahead 1-0 in minute 57. Now, what effect is this going to have on Pity Valley Diego Martin? Can they respond here? Body language is already looking negative from their players, as you would expect after a goal. And here's the goal once again, and the defender went to sleep at the back post, and that was Edwards just stealing in and tucking home. And what a goal. Isaiah Edwards, and an inspired substitution. He's just come on in the second half, and within a minute, here he is, stabbing home the first goal. Excellent finish there by Isaiah Edwards. A real goal poacher he is. And getting the opening goal. So Police now sensing that there might be more for them. If they can get another, it will certainly dent the resolve in a big way of Pity Valley Diego Martin United. And their players certainly look shell-shocked at the moment, going under early in the second half. Grandstand just throwing the shade across on the side of the Pity Valley Diego Martin team. Their half just completely covered by shadow at the moment, and they certainly have been put in the dark here by that goal. Trent Weeks has recovered. Police will force a throw in here for the team in green. And what a time to get the goal here for Police. And Police scoring in the 57th minute. Their opposite numbers, Defence Force, their main rivals for the title, one might say. And they got their goal early in the first half, got another in the second half, and then there was a late goal for AC Port of Spain. That one ended 2-1. And certainly the scoreline looks a lot closer than the game actually was. Careless bit of defending at the end, giving up the goal to Defence Force. But they certainly were worth at least 8 or 9 goals in that match. Yeah, that's a foul throw. And we saw quite a few of those in Tobago last week also. Players are still not accustomed to getting things going. This is a nice looking run here. It is Manswell on the run here for Pity Valley Diego Martin, and taken away from him by Pascal. And that's a free kick though. Manswell did enough. He was clipped from behind, and the defender just pleading the case there of Police. Geron Pascal saying, didn't touch him, ref. But this official, I'm sure he's heard that from every player. Just like in death row, they're all innocent. 16 minutes of the second half here. And what can Trent Weeks do here for the team from the Diego Martin Valley? They need the equalizer as quickly. If a second goal in this game, if it goes to them, it'll certainly benefit their play. Oh, that's a chance here. And once again, it is the big figure of Henry, that's Jabari Henry on the far side. He has been the target of so many of these free kicks. He's dominant in the air, but maybe not quite as good with his feet there. That one coming off the thigh and out of play for a goal kick. So Police will make another change here, just out of your picture. And Diego Martin, they will want to prevent a second goal. In fact, they would feel that the next goal in this game should be theirs. If the second goal goes to Police, that could certainly be curtains here for the team from the Diego Martin Valley. Diet, and knocked forward here. Oh, that's a bad bit of play between the defenders. Here's the cross. Can he get the cross in? Oh, he's gone straight through the man. That's a penalty. Hinkson was not in a dangerous position, and the defender, with a very poorly timed tackle, has slid straight through him. And Hinkson has won a penalty here. Let's see what happens. This is the incident. Here's Mateus Hinkson there. And certainly there was no need for that sort of tackle by the defender. He got the ball, but then also went straight through Hinkson. Well, I think that is for dangerous play. That is a good decision by the officials. Zamore Delaney, he really should never have slid in like that. All he had to do was just to put his body between the player and the goal. But he's decided to go for the slide tackle, and he has taken out Mateus Hinkson, and that is a penalty. So Police have been presented with a chance here of going 2-0 ahead. Jaron Pascal has the ball at his feet. The big central defender, straightest run up for him. Here's the whistle. Here's Pascal, and he puts it into the corner of the net. 2-0 Police in minute 62. And is this game done and dusted here? Self-inflicted wound by Pity Valley Diego Martin. Poor tackle, you have to say, by Zamore Delaney. And look at it once again. The keeper guessed right, but there's nothing that Blackman could have done. Got his hands all stretched out and put into the corner of the net there. So that is 2-0 for Police FC. And the other points heading towards the St. James Barracks for the moment. Well, after that first goal went in for substitute Isaiah Edwards, it did not look good for Pity Valley Diego Martin. Their body language certainly did not augur well for their future in the game. And here they are, frustration perhaps creeping into the game of Zamore Delaney. And that tackle certainly showed it up there. He just took Mateus Hinkson out of it. And there was nowhere that Mateus Hinkson could have gone there from that position. It would have just been a back pass looking for support. But you have to say self-inflicted wound. They can get one back here, the team from Diego Martin. They could very well be back in the picture here in a big way. 20th minute of the second half. It's Weeks with the free kick. Towards the far post, and the free header is wide. Two players on the back post. No one was marking them, and that should have been at least towards the goal. Not sure of the defending there by Sean Brandon, I think it was, who came in at the back post. He just seemed to stand. He didn't rise for the ball at all, didn't challenge that cross, and almost giving up a chance here for the Diego Martin team. And what a venue for the first contest between these teams here and the Tiger Tanks Under-20 Invitational Tournament. Here's the Crawford Stadium, the host of the finals of not only the 2001 FIFA Under-17 Men's Tournament, also hosted the finals of the 2010 FIFA Under-17 Women's Tournament. Certainly a lot of stars of the game were seen here in those two tournaments. And perhaps among these young men will be the next great player out of Trinidad and Tobago. Referee indicating that the ball should not have been moving when the free kick was taken. And debate around Trinidad and Tobago football continues. Yeah, just TNT winning that Courts Classic a few weeks ago for men's senior football. The women in a good position to qualify for the CONCACAF W Championships. Chance here. Free kick on the edge of the area. I think the referee really should have played the advantage here because Diego Martin were in a good position. Yellow card has been presented to the Police 21, Jovan Gomez, the left back, and that was a tackle there. And actually was a very good position that Joshua Mason was finding himself in. And one or two of the Pity Valley Diego Martin players there looking a little askance at the official, because had Mason found himself in room there, he could have forced in a cross towards one of his teammates in the box. Referee should have maybe allowed play and then presented the card afterwards. Can they get a way back into the game from this position? Well, I don't think this official has the can of spray. We saw liberal use of it in the first game. Here's the free kick. Hamilton is very tricky with that left boot of his. Does he still have some magic in there? Kanye Lazarus in goal, looking on here. Hamilton with the free kick. Another player added to the wall. This time it's Mateus Hingston. Here's the free kick. That's not far away. I think it was just too close for Hamilton. Look at this one. It was coming down viciously. And I think Lazarus had his heart in his mouth there for a moment. But Hamilton has been very good for Pity Valley Diego Martin in this game and almost prizing open an opening for his team. So with the tournament in Honduras, the CONCACAF Under-20 Championship starting on the 18th of June. We'll see, of course, sometime this month in April, there will be the announcement of the team coming up shortly. And so one or two of these players might be involved in that team to play across in Honduras. Certainly it's a great honor to be chosen for your national team at any level. And those players will get the opportunity to put their names in the hat, perhaps for national selection at a higher level. One or two players training with that team have already started training for the national senior team. Well, that's dangerous play again. This time it's by Joshua Mason. The high foot almost in the face of the man who was just booked, Jovan Gomez. Yeah, look at that. It was, well, in fact, it was Gomez. Excuse me there. Apologies to the other family involved, but Jovan Gomez, well, I really can't understand that. It was Gomez who had the high foot up, and the free kick has gone his way. Not sure if the officials saw that right there, but minute 25. And if police can get a third goal here, that will certainly be curtains. (2-0) their lead. Goals in the 57th minute by Isaiah Edwards, who had just come on as a substitute, in fact, and Jaron Pascal scoring from the penalty spot. So police trying to defend here as the boys from Diego Martin looking for the goal. That was not a bad cross, just ahead of the man coming in at the near post. And that was good, intelligent running there by the striker, going for the near post ahead of the defender. He had two players coming in behind him, but the cross just struck a bit too fiercely and ahead of them. The keeper was nowhere in the picture. Here's Gomez giving it away, and Sichan could not get past the second defender, who was snapping at his heels, Joshua Damas. Throw-in coming up for Pity Valley Diego Martin, and they finally recovered their composure here. And they're looking like they were in a mopey frame of mind earlier, but now it looks like they've shaken it off. They're back up and ready for the task here. It's a good throw in towards the back post. A little bit of head tennis, and finally police get it clear. King looking to turn with it. Jelani King, one of the new players on for police. Dyer just could not keep it in play, and now Diego Martin bring it the other way. Here's Delaney towards the far post. Chance here. Well saved by Lazarus. Should have put that away. Well, that was the best chance in the second half here, and certainly he should have accepted that one. Could have made a huge difference. Here's the pass again, and this is an outstanding ball by Delaney. And the man coming in at the far side took it down well. Look at the control, but the ball, just to be fair to him, just did not sit up for him well. And Sichan hit it straight at the goalkeeper. But again, credit to the goalkeeper, Kanye Lazarus, who came out smartly and put his body on the line for his team to make the save. Well, we've seen some fine goalkeeping in this doubleheader here at the Hasely Crawford Stadium already. The goalkeeper in the previous game, he really kept his team in it. And now Kanye Lazarus also keeping his team very much in the game. Well, another break for water here, so the game has changed significantly, with police taking a 2-0 lead inside the first 20 minutes or so of the second half. And as players restarted now, and Gomez is down, and the coach not too happy about something there. He's just appealing his case to the fourth official. Fourth official just having a quick word with him. The police man in charge there, Richard Hood, the head coach. Police also have the chairman of Police FC is Chris Bailey. Diego Martin, their technical director, is Ronald Daniel. Derek Edwards is their manager. And it looks like Gomez has been withdrawn. I think that police are bringing on another player. Well, in fact, Jelani Kalist is still on there. So he's the one who was just off the field. He thought it was a throw-in. It's actually going to be a free kick here for police. And Tristan Stafford will take it. And despite all their huffing and puffing here, Pity Valley Diego Martin have not been able to find a way past Kanye Lazarus in goal. I think this is the second player we're seeing today with the first name Kanye. If you know your rap music, I'm sure that you will know that name very well. People of a different vintage like myself might not be able to name a single song. I'm a Sugar Hill Gang fan myself. "29 minutes inside the second half. Police comfortably ahead, 2-0 here. Pity Valley Diego Martin looking for a way back into this game. A rash of substitutions now, and a lot of players out there looking to prove themselves and get a foothold in the match. Oh, there's Weeks there conceding the free kick, and police will try to get the ball forward quickly here to catch them off guard. This one's played in well. Is that a free kick? He's hammered in the back here. Referee waves play on. Here's Atong. And maybe a better ball would have played Edwards in here. He scored one already. Edwards bursts through. Here's the cross, and it's in the back of the net. And that is the third goal. And the points will be going back to St. James today. And Jelani King, who's come on in the second half, has provided the finish. The header at the back post, perhaps a suspicion of offside. That's what the Pity Valley players are saying. And they're still appealing to the referee's assistant on the far side. And here's the opportunity. And the ball played in. Look at the run here from Edwards. Gets the cross in. And there is the header at the back post by King. And you would have seen on that replay, if we can look at it again, that the referee's assistant on the far post was not in the frame and certainly not with the last defender. Hate to be critical of officials, but look where the last defender is on the 18-yard box. There is no referee's assistant in the picture, and it's only after this move, look what happens here, then he gets into the picture, and still I don't think he's in the position to see if that is in fact an offside. Still, it's a 3-0 scoreline, and the police are ahead 3-0 here with 15 minutes to go, and that is curtains, it seems, here for Pity Valley Diego Martin United FC. I'm sure they will debate that until the cows come home, but it may not significantly affect the scoreline. Police already ahead 2-0 and a third goal. So just to summarize the goals for you, 57-minute Isaiah Edwards getting the first goal. Jaron Pascal scoring from the penalty spot in the 62nd. And then Jelani King with that header at the back post to get the third goal. Suspicion of offside there, but it is going to count. And Isaiah Edwards is putting in a man-of-the-match performance here, scoring one in the 57th minute, a nice goal poacher's finish, and the second providing the pass for Jelani King to head home. So Pity Valley Diego Martin might feel a bit hard done by with that third goal, but certainly no complaints about the other two. The finish by Edwards and the penalty by Pascal, certainly not the best of tackles by Delaney. Another change here, and they look a rather forlorn set of players right now. The men from Diego Martin. Two players coming on for them. Aguilera, Jaheim Aguilera, and Mikel Toussaint coming on. So far, they have been unable to breach the goal defended by Kanye Lazarus, and not for the lack of trying. He's pulled off some fine saves. And the youngster in goal for the police team looks quite a capable custodian. We did see for that AC Port of Spain team, their goalkeeper looked pretty good in a losing cause for them. So the second match here at the Hazley Crawford Stadium, a win earlier today for the Defence Force, 2-1. And now Police FC look like they will wrap up the points. And also, at the moment, they will go to the top of the table here in Trinidad. Remember, the team at the end of the 9 matches will be declared Trinidad champions, and they will play the winner of the Tobago leg of the Tiger Tanks under 20. And those teams will play off for the Tiger Tanks Championship. Did have an opportunity to see the lovely trophies on display. Certainly Dennis Latif and his team at Tiger Tanks would be very pleased with what they've seen in terms of the quality of play displayed by the youngsters. Great opportunity for these youngsters to develop some fitness and also to address the selectors, not only here in Trinidad and Tobago, but also to get some attention at international level. That's one of the great things about the streaming of this competition. You are able to, they're putting a lot of more eyeballs on Trinidad and Tobago football. Certainly the spectators have not come out in the numbers perhaps expected, but at the Hazley Crawford Stadium, most of the spectators sit exactly where the camera are right now. Covered section of the Hazley Crawford. Team in green looking to get something back in this game. At least one goal would certainly make them feel a lot better about their efforts, but nothing to show for it so far. And certainly a defeat in their first game, as that one's called offside. A defeat in their first game will not certainly hamper their chances of winning the title, because it's still very early days yet. This is round 1 here in Trinidad Tobago, round 2 being played today. And Police will go to the top here with this 3-0 performance so far. Looking at some of the scores in the other matches, which are still going on, Police clearly ahead at this point. Positive 3-goal difference. So just under 10 minutes to go in this game. And Lazarus will take his time about this one as they get ready for the restart here. Lazarus just getting the signal. Another player takes a blow to the head here, and this is Jose Atong, who's come on. Seems to be okay, Atong, still feeling the back of his head here. And the 3 players in attendance from Diego Martin have been sent packing to do their defensive work. Free kick will be taken here by Diet. Atong provides some width down the line. He's going to strike this one towards the far post here, towards the goal scorer King, and he gets the header off but wide of the mark. Rolls well, King, but couldn't find a princely header on goal. And the weakness of this Pity Valley Diego Martin team, just haven't been able to find that killer ball, and some of the striking has not been up to mark here. But Elijah Sechan has had a couple of chances, and both of them foiled by the goalkeeper. Maybe just a little lack of sharpness here in the early stages of the season, but he does possess a very good first touch, and I think that he will improve as the time goes on. Not surprised if I'll see Elijah Sechan on the score sheet in some games coming up here. Defense force just it's getting their players going here. The Police FC, Richard Hood and company. Defense force winning the first game, just to clarify that. And the 2 protective services have provided teams over the years that have been a real challenge to the club teams here in Trinidad. Opportunities here, and it was offside. It wouldn't have counted anyway. He had 2 players in the middle there, but it was a poor shot on goal. Well, he should have squared that one for the 2 players coming in, one at the near post, one at the far post. Another injury here for Pity Valley, and once again it is Trent Weeks. Have they exhausted their number of substitutes? Weeks goes down. I think this might be cramp, and he's asking for a substitution here, and I don't think Trent Weeks is going to continue. Yes, it does look like a hamstring injury, and with the lack of conditioning for some of these players, looks like Pity Valley Diego Martin might lose Trent Weeks maybe for a couple of weeks here at least, with that what looks like a hamstring injury. And perhaps, thankfully, this injury has occurred the week before Easter, so he has 2 weeks perhaps to recover here. Let's hope that it's not a very, very serious injury. And a little bit puzzled why nobody has gone out to help him off the field. He had to hobble off by himself. Last 7 minutes of the game here. Police ahead 3-0. Lazarus taking his time to get this one off. Clad in the all-yellow outfit today. Disappointment there for Hamilton, whose team, has seen his team go down 3-0 in the second half. But Police well worth it. Here's one played on, and Lazarus comes forth and clears it into touch. 5 minutes to go in the half. Top of the table here, Police will be heading to. But can Pity Valley get something out of this one? Not kept in play, and that's yeah, finally gets the ball forward towards King. Battling performance here by Aguilera wins the free kick. King feeling the back of his hamstring there. Looks like there might be something of an injury for him also, the goal scorer. Nice bit of play, just tricking past his man easily. Now it's back with Police. Atong. Well, he was looking for the run of King, who was in an offside position. Might break kindly here. Here's the cross towards the far post. Still here for Police. Here's the shot, and not far away from the net guarded by Blackman, but just got under that too much. So in the next round of play here in Trinidad, matches will be played at the Larry Gomes Stadium, the Hazley Crawford Stadium. And those matches, just to remind you, San Juan Jabloteh will take on Club Sando. Match 1 at Larry Gomes Stadium at 4 o'clock. Defense Force will face W Connection. Police FC leading 3-0 here. They will face AC Port of Spain at the Hazley Crawford Stadium in match number 1. One of the powerhouses in North Trinidad, Trendsetter Hawks. They'll come up against Caledonia AIA. Here's an opportunity for Pity Valley, and he couldn't apply the finish once again. And that is Mikel Toussaint, one of the substitutes to come on, just a toe end away from scoring there his first goal and his team's first in the competition. And in the other game, which is taking place on the 24th, Pity Valley Diego Martin, they will take on Central FC at the Larry Gomes Stadium, and that is at 4 o'clock. So 3 games played over 2 days at the Larry Gomes Stadium on the 23rd and the 24th. If you're in the vicinity, certainly a lot for you to see there. This play, will that be kept in play? No, it won't. Shepherded out of play here by the Defense for Police. In Tobago, matches will resume on the 23rd. 2 matches on tap there. FC Tobago Phoenix will take on U-Stars at the Dwight York Stadium. That match, U-Stars, they pulled off a 3-1 win in their first game. Bethel United, FC Tobago Phoenix have drawn their first 2 games, so they're on 2 points. Stokely Vale will take on Bethel. Bethel have had a draw and a draw and a loss. Stokely Vale were heavy losers in their first game, 0-5 to them. St. Clair's Coaching School on a bye on the 23rd. Those matches, I understand, will be played at the Dwight York Stadium after 2 weeks at the Montgomery Recreation Ground in Bethel. Certainly on the first day in Tobago, we were treated to the appearance of Minister of Sport Shampa Kujo, was very kindly on with the teams. She was there to meet both set of teams and to present the Player of the Match awards in both games. 2 minutes to go in this one. Police have been well worth their 3-0 lead, but the score has been a little bit unkind to Pity Valley, who have created some fine chances, but for the brilliance of Kanye Lazarus in goal for Police, they have been kept on the shutout, at least for the moment. They still have a minute and a half here to repair that. Another player going down through injury and getting the treatment there. And unfortunately, this is what has been expected, with a lot of injuries as players have suffered during that layoff to COVID-19. Thierry Henry there is the man to come off. Opportunities here for Police. And that's clipped back in, but straight at the goalkeeper. Atong was just trying to tee it up into the middle for King, who was coming in, but got his direction all wrong. Cleared into touch now by Pascal. That's one of the goal scorers for Police. Final moments of the game here. And there have been some stoppages, but I don't think we'll see the official add-on. He's taking a look at his watch there, as we're half a minute away from the end of normal time here. Police have been comfortably ahead, and they will pip their protective services rivals, Defense Force, for the early lead in the Tiger Tanks under 20 men's invitational here. on the attack. Police looking for a fourth goal perhaps. And they might find this one. It's towards King. Here's King. Oh, he's put it wide. What was he thinking there, King? The defender was on the line. The keeper, he just had to beat the keeper and smash that wide. Just about ready for the end of this game here. And certainly that was a golden chance there for King to score his second goal. Atong is in the mix here. Here's King again. And just as the player was able to get around and shoot, play was called back for a free kick. And again, the referee perhaps should have played the advantage there because they were in a good position to score. So a late free kick here for Police FC right on the edge of the area. That is Police here. Can they get a fourth goal with a minute and a half gone already in time added on for stoppages? Who's going to strike this one? Elliott is an interested party. 4 players in a little bit of a discussion here. And once again, they're putting this wall in front of the police wall. Let's see what they do here. Pascal has it. King to his right. To his left is Elon Wright. Wilson Wright, to be exact. Might look to strike this one. Or is it going to be one of those moves that they have worked on inside on the training field? He's going to strike this one straight against the wall. And the wall has done its job admirably. And this looks like an injury. Yeah, the player has it's a heavy tackle on the edge of the box here. I don't think the Diego Martin team are happy with the challenge by the police player. Yes, he was going through it, but he had every right to go for the ball. But I think he was a bit late, and that's the source of the complaint here for Diego Martin. So at the moment, with games coming to an end here, it looks like Police will go to the top of the table, just ahead of Defense Force. I understand also that San Juan Jablete and Trendsetter Hawks are ahead in their games. So those 4 teams should be at the top of the table as we come up towards the end of this one. Another free kick this time. And the referee just having a few words here. And yes, that is the yellow card. I think that is a good decision because he was a little bit late with his tackle. And I think that is Joshua Demas. Or is that Elliott there? In fact, it's neither. It's Tristan Stafford who's come in late. Oh, and the player, that's not a very happy sight. That right knee at a terrible angle. And this is what, look at the captain for Pity Valley, Diego Martin. Hamilton is carrying his player off. That is a horrible looking injury. And this is why he's captain. Certainly a leader among the young men in Diego Martin. And that is a face that is showing up a lot of pain there. 4th minute of time added on for stoppages here. Police ahead 3-0, and I don't think we'll have too much time added on here. And the medical official for Pity Valley, Diego Martin, she's had an awful lot of work here. We expected injuries, but maybe not as many as this here. Here's Hamilton with the ball downfield for the boys from Diego. Police maintain possession inside their half. And they are a dispirited bunch, and they're also down to 10 men now. Police looking for a 4th goal to embellish what has been a fine performance for their team. 2 nice turns on the edge of the box. King involved in the move. Snapshot. Oh, that was... He just swung at it. A fresh air shot there by Kyton. And the ball runs out of play. And still we play on here. Oh, and the player down there, that is looking like an awful injury. I think he may have to require some sort of hospitalization for this. Well, you have to suggest that the Defence Force player might be lucky to still be on the park there. Tristan Stafford. And the final whistle has gone. So after 5 minutes of time added on for stoppages, Police have won this game 3-0. Goals by Isaiah Edwards, Jaron Pascal from the penalty mark, and Jelani King. Police confirmed as the early leaders of the Tiger Tanks under 20. They go to the top ahead of Defence Force, San Juan Jabote, and Trendsetter Hawks, who have all pulled off wins here today. Draws for Club Sando and W Connection. And that's where we'll leave you. Games will resume. There'll be a break for the Easter, and games will resume the weekend after. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of this game. Police winning 3-0. Tiger Tanks Men's Under 20 Invitational Tournament. I'm Vidya Ramphal. Bye for now.